What's up guys, Sal here. So the Galaxy S23 Ultra will bring a huge change to Samsung's flagship lineup that will once and for all end this big complaint we have with their flagships. You see, if you've been following the Galaxy S23 updates, then you know that there was a report last month that said Samsung would use the Snapdragon chip worldwide with the S23 lineup. This means there won't be any Exynos variant. It was reported that Samsung will work on their Exynos department from the ground up, make the necessary changes including making a custom chip just for Samsung flagships similar to Apple's A series Bionic chips and come back stronger in 2025. Everyone was happy, but then there comes a statement from a Samsung spokesperson who said that currently they have no such plans. Many were disappointed, especially European users, but there was still hope because a Samsung spokesperson said the same thing when there were rumors about them ditching the Note lineup a couple of years ago. And guess what? Samsung did in fact end the Note lineup. However, they merged it with the S Ultra phone. Anyway, fast forward to today, we have arguably the biggest Apple analyst Ming-Chi Kuo confirming that the report was indeed true. He says Qualcomm will likely be the sole supplier of chipsets for the Galaxy S23 handsets. Samsung used 70% of the chipsets from Qualcomm for the S22, but for the S23, 100% of them will be supplied by Qualcomm. Kuo goes on to say that Samsung isn't using its own Exynos 2300 processor because it cannot compete with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. The 8 Gen 2 is a better chipset overall, featuring better performance and higher power efficiency, and it mainly comes from it being optimized for TSMC's design rule. Ice Universe also chimed in saying the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is at least 15% more efficient than the 8 Plus Gen 1. If you don't know, the 8 Plus Gen 1 is 30% more efficient than the 8 Gen 1 on the S22 Ultra. So technically this means the 8 Gen 2 on the Galaxy S23 Ultra will be at least 45% more efficient compared to the S22 Ultra, which will work wonders for battery life. I mean, when's the last time we have seen such a huge increase in efficiency year over year? And keep in mind that we're still in 4nm nodes. If the 8 Gen 2 would have used 3nm nodes, then the numbers would have been bonkers. So basically this means our complaints is finally being addressed. Phones are already crazy fast, but what we wanted is better battery life, and with the Galaxy S23 we're getting more than what we asked for, and also no Exynos, which is a cherry on top. Although personally I would say that monopoly is never a good thing, but the thing is Samsung is not scrapping their chipset division. They're just taking a couple of years off to come back stronger and better with a totally revamped Exynos lineup, which in my opinion is a very good move. First, let me know what you think about this down in the comments, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.